Hey, Tony Gassens here. Now, one of my clients had sent me this video, and I be telling y'all, don't send me that stuff because me, I'm the type, hey, I want all the smoke. Like these little punks really don't want it with me. And here's the thing that a lot of these clowns, these cucumber in the booty men that call themselves the red pill and the manosphere and all of that, for one, is they're not real men. That's the thing. They're not real men. They are little boys in grown men body. And the thing what they mad about with me is that they can't find no dirt on me. And the reason why, and they try to lump me in with like Ace Metaphor, who is not married. Like me and Ace Metaphor cannot be the same because he's not married. I've been married 19 years. So I stand on what I teach. I live what I teach. Like he can have relationship insight and talk about relationships all he want to, but until he proves that he can live it by getting married and being faithful and staying married, then it's just water under the bridge. And then they'll say Derek Jackson, who was married for a snap of a finger and got caught cheating on his wife. Multiple women came out and went to the blogger Tasha K. And that's what they waiting on for me. And so they call me a fraud, but they can't prove no fraud. And they watch my videos religiously because they envy who I am. And they look and they see my life, and it's deep down the life that they want to live, but they don't have the confidence to live it because Satan got a hold of them. With knowledge of the Lord comes a strong confidence. You have to surrender to God. And so they see me front row at the FIFA. They know the tickets at the top is $1,000, and they see me in row one, and they wonder how in the world he got down there. How in the world is he down there, and he down there with his whole family? How in the world is his wife pretty? Is his son's handsome and athletic and got straight A's in school? How in the world did he do it? God did it. God did it. And what you have to realize in this society, and they try to take stuff I say and take stuff out of context and try to do little clips and all of this right here, but really have nothing to stand on. And then be talking about they got receipts. What receipts do you got? Like, we live in the age of Tasha K, the #1 blogger, gossip blogger in the world. If anybody had a receipt on me, the receipt will be in her inbox and she'll be talking about it. Ain't no receipt. It ain't no receipt because I ain't doing nothing. If somebody bring a receipt, they gonna have to bring a receipt from 2 decades ago. They're gonna have to bring a receipt from decades and decades ago and talking about, oh, I slept with Tony Gasson. And then people gonna be like, okay, he already told us he was out there. So what are you talking about? And the only receipt somebody is interested in is if somebody could say they was in a long-term affair or they was in an affair with me while I was married and I was dating them or dealing with them and sleeping with them while I was married with my wife, actively with my wife and online, and I'm doing videos and I'm teaching, but yet I'm going and sleeping with this woman. And some of them is hoping that it'll be a man. And because the same thing happened with like TD Jakes, it was no women coming out, no none of that. So then they came out and said he was a power bottom. And they came out and say he was dealing with men. And so they like, man, if he is that strong not to deal with all of these beautiful women who follow him, then it must be a man. That's what they hope. And then a lot of these down low brothers, they hope that because I'm calling them out for being married and having kids and then going on the road and sleeping with men on their business trips and all of this right here, they think that it's the pot calling the kettle black. They hoping that something will come out on me with a man. You'll die first. That is absolutely disgusting. And that's the last thing you got to wish for or wait on. I am not Jackie Hill Perry. I do not have no same-sex story. So you could choke on that cucumber you keep sitting on. I'll tell you that now. And then I'm gonna slap you in the mouth with it. Keep running your mouth, little punk boys. Y'all need to man up and grow up and get off the darn computer clicking around trying to do screen shares and trying to edit videos, and get out here and get your darn wife. Start you a business, start making you some money, and get off that doggone computer trying to clip videos, you little punk, and learn how to be a man. Learn how to get married to a woman and be faithful to that woman. Stop jiking your thing, you little closet punk, and get off the internet and go raise you some children. Learn how to be a man. Get out here and be a man the way I'm being a man. Get out here and be married and be faithful, and stop going through divorces so that you ain't got to get online crying about your wife took half. If you learn how to treat a woman and get your finger out your behind, then you won't have to go through no divorce. If you learn how to treat a woman, you learn what it is to be a real man, and you stop smoking meat of your king idol who passed away, most likely right after fornication, then you'll be able to get out here and do something better than what he was able to do. Because again, he was unmarried, not able to get married, love one woman, be faithful, have children with that woman, and raise those kids to be successful and productive citizens. So you're going to become just like your idol. So you got the opportunity to learn how to be a real man if you get out your feelings. And so what they mad about is that I'm exposing the games that men play when we are grown boys. And they mad that them games that they playing, and they mad that the facade that they are leading, talking about they passport bros and the women overseas is this and that, and more susceptible and more submissive and treat you better and all of that. They mad that I'm calling it out, that is a down low tendency, that is a scared little boy. That's a man running from responsibility. When a man got to go to another country to be treated like a man because he's not man enough for a woman to be a woman in his presence, for a woman to want to be with him and to love him and respect him as a man, that's a clear indication that he has not matured into manhood. So these men are going and finding subservient women, women who don't have a voice, women who don't have rights, women who don't know their worth, women who don't love themselves, and they see themselves as a play toy for these American men who come into their country. And they don't care about American men. When they catch a STD, they're not gonna mind giving it to an American man. They sucking up to American men with the hopes that American man will be dumb enough to choose them and to marry them so that they can get citizenship in America one day. And even if the man want to live over there in their country, they still know they got access to America. They still know that their kids is technically now half American and can get into America one day. And that's what them women want. Them women do not like American men. They don't think American men are manly. They don't want their own men because their own men only got one passport. I mean, don't have a passport and only can stay in their country. They men can't even get a visa to visit America. So a lot of these women are dealing with these American men who go into their country just so they could get citizenship, so they could go back and get the man that they actually love after suffering through a marriage with an American man, getting citizenship, get divorced 5-10 years later, get a man that they in love with since high school, bring him to America, marry him, get all their family, get everybody a visa, get everybody they can into America, or get the money from these American dummies and give the money back to their family in whatever country they come from. and take care of their family. That's what these women are doing. They putting their life on the line. They putting their confidence on the line, they self-respect on the line, they self-worth on the line for these mammy lame American men who are cucumber in the booty men, who are not real men, who are afraid to be a real man, who don't really want to smoke with a real man, who sit behind a computer, thumb warriors, who will get slapped in their mouth, who is scared to death of everything about manhood. And they sit there and they go over here to the other countries and get these Asian and white women. Some of them get black women, and they use them women and they dog them women out. And guess what? That's how they're gonna lose their life. Cause they're gonna mess around and bump into the Harriet Tubman of those women, and she gonna slit his throat. She gonna say, I've had enough. One of these clowns gonna go over there and think that they a man, and they're gonna put hands on one of them women thinking that they manning up and that they bit dog, and that woman gonna take that whooping, and the next one of them that go over there and want to sleep with her, she gonna slit his throat. And you're gonna start to see these men just like Proverbs 5. Proverbs 5 warn men. I don't know, I can't remember if it's chapter 5, but the book of Proverbs warn men about being lured into this strange woman home. These men gonna start getting sift like wheat because they want to sit on the internet as punks, and they want to talk about a manosphere and a red pill, and that is not manly. What is manly is loving a woman, growing every day to be a better man for that woman, for them kids, and learning how to treat a woman. Being a man is not manipulating a woman, taking advantage of a woman, getting over on a woman. That's not manhood. A man is a warrior. A man is a front liner. A man is intended to be strong, to be smart, to be courageous. A man does not argue with women and children. A man go out and protect the land. We the front line. We bring the spoils of war home, and we keep our war stores to ourselves, and we make the lives of the women and the children soft and easy. And we teach our boys how to be men. We teach them how to love a woman. We teach them how to respect a woman. We teach them the necessity and the importance of marriage. We also teach them the necessity and the importance of faithfulness. And we teach them to suffer the wrong. We teach them to be the bigger person. We teach them that your competition is not a woman. It's okay for you as the man to go the extra mile. It's okay for you to carry the burden. It's okay for you to do everything that a man needs to do to protect and provide for his family, and not compare and contrast with a woman. That is a woman. She is your helpmeet. She is supposed to be taken care of. She's supposed to be sat down if she want to sit down. She's supposed to have a soft life. That's not your competition. She is your teammate, not your opponent. Take that cucumber out your booty. Stop spinning around like a little fairy. Get off the internet, thumb thugging, and learn how to be a real man before you meet a real man and get slapped in your mouth. And so that's the thing with these punks out here. They working for Satan. And then they calling those of us who work for God fake Christians, calling us fake Christians and all of that, but can't prove nowhere how we live in contrary to the word of God. But calling us fake Christians, talking about they went to church, they know the church, they could spot a fake Christian, but ain't got no evidence of said fakeness or fraudness. All they got is feelings hurt because the truth slap them in their mouth, and that's all they could worry about, all they could think about. Losing sleep, ain't got now receipt, don't know nobody, ain't got nobody to back them up, ain't got nobody in their corner, and they sitting over there behind closed doors suffering, when God is over here with those of us who love him and walking with him and living for him. He delivering us victory after victory. Our losses look like wins. Our struggle look like success. Our worst season look like our best season. You can't tell whether we going or coming because we blessed in and out of season. God showing up and showing out. We could be going through everything in the world and you'll never be able to tell it because God covers us and he graces us and he blesses us. And that is an example for you as men to get your life together. Get your life together, draw closer to the Lord, live by the teachings of the Holy Bible, and your life too will be a success. You will be blessed. You could come out of that pain, come out of that trauma, come out of that vitriolic, idiotic suffering that you're going through, mad with your mama, mad with your daddy, mad with your ex-wife, your ex-girlfriend, mad with your ex-friend, whoever it may be, that have hurt you, that have broken you, got your feelings hurt, you suffering, you stressing, you struggling. Come out of all of that and get to know the Lord. Stop talking down on the Lord's name because you know a hypocrite. Ain't nobody got a heaven or a hell to put you in. You going to hell for yourself and by yourself if you don't get your life together. And that is the warning. The warning is to repent. The warning is to stop thinking that every Christian is a fake Christian just because you know fake Christians. It's some of us that's living what we're teaching. And we trying to tell y'all to get your life together before it get too late. And that's what you got to realize and understand. Hey, this Tony Gaskins. God bless you. Thank you so much for all the support. The Boys Summer Program. We got Nashville coming up, Chicago coming up. I'm raising real men. I'm teaching these young men how to be men so that they don't grow up and become passport bros in the red pill community. I'm living and showing them by example how to be married, how to be faithful, how to take care of your family, how to love your family, how to sacrifice for your family, how to be faithful to your wife, how to be a devoted father. And they getting to see that first and foremost, and they getting to see it firsthand. So thank y'all for the support of our 501c3 Tony Gaskins Family Foundation. God bless you. All the important links are in the description, and we'll talk soon.